What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the jury? My name is Jacemachine. I am fueled by coffee, driven by insanity. I hope you guys are doing great today. I am doing fantabulous. Thank you very much for asking. Today we have a couple of ships to show off, some things that I've been working on. I've been playing the hell out of StarMade recently. Can't get enough of building with this game. Even though I've got other stuff I could be playing, so it's a good thing you guys like watching it, because this is all I've got. I'm gonna pull up a ship from the computer here real quick. Let's see, it is this guy with the wonderful name of D-dash something. What the f? Yeah, that overlaps with this structure. Sure it does. Alright, we are gonna go float on down and check out this. This is the newest addition to my Imperial fleet that I'm working on. This is an Imperial Hyperspace Pod. It's used for long-range scouting missions. So it is equipped with a scanner and a jump drive, of course. And of course, it's pretty powerful. It's got a decent bit of engine in it. And there you go. It made its debut in Empire Strikes Back when Darth Vader sends out the probes and they eventually find Hoth. Because inside each one of these is an Imperial probe droid. Let's go say hi to him. Going through the door. Hello there, Imperial probe droid. He's actually a Bobby AI unit here. And then these, they look similar, so I just use them again. But this is a jump inhibitor block that is not turned on. Not attached to the core, that is. Inside, we have a radar jammer, a faction block, scanner, and a little cargo. That way when you shoot it, something pops out, hopefully, like a piñata. This is a jump drive and core arrangement. And this thing here is actually a turret. It's docked down there. And so the idea is that this will target players and will turn to look at anyone who comes on who might be an enemy. That's the idea. I don't know if it'll work in practice, but here is its Imperial Probot scouting mission parameters. And both sides have a little door that you can get in and out. But that's that. That's pretty cool. I like it. Alright, next up is a variant of the Imperial shuttle. Let's first turn this one off. Unload. Thank you. Load. Alright, so this ship here that I'm working on started life out as a Lambda, but now it is a Sentinel-class cargo shuttle, basically. I chopped the whole body off. I moved the head up so that the cargo, the cockpit would be in the same position. Well, it wouldn't be in the same position, but you have to adjust everything else. I don't seem to have been kind enough to have left the door open. Some vents along the way. It needs wings added. Of course, the wings are actually going to be docked at the back here. We'll go in through this doorway. Alright, now that we are inside, let's hop into this core block. There we go. Each of the different shuttles has different shaped tail fins. Kind of nice. I'm going to change out some of the consoles in here, but I do all of these particular shuttlecraft a certain way, so that green light here indicates that the landing gear is open. It's impossible. There's no landing gear in place. The yellow light that would eventually trigger with this one here, the yellow block there, is going to indicate whether the wings are open or shut. And I don't remember what that block does. That's good of you. Probably doesn't do anything. This, however, does work. So let's go see what that block does. That block opens up the front doorway, drops the ramp down, And it has these nice light poles to help light the way. You can open and shut it from toggling it here. And that is how that works. These things stick through the floor a little bit, so you have to cover the blocks above. But other than that, don't have to worry about it. It works out nice. We'll leave the door open just in case. We are in need of light in here. There we go. Got some light added to this build mode. You can see all the cargo space easily as well. Now this craft can sit 75 different people. Every one of these a seat, and that includes the actual crew itself of 6. What do those 6 people do? I don't know, they ride. It's fun. You sit there and you press buttons and stuff. These doors, are they opening, working? Yes. Let's take a look at the side here. They drop down, and so my landing gear is going to have to obviously go down at least 2 blocks below. That shouldn't be a problem though. And here you'll just have to step down. Mind the step, you know? We're going to just put some wings on here and add some engines, put some systems in, and finish the interior. Then this thing should be ready to go. I think that will be all of the major shuttles that I've seen in the current canon. Alright, so you guys have been seeing these through the window. Let's go check them out. So if you've been watching my build series recently, you'll recognize that I have a Lambda and that I have a Xeta. Surprisingly, they are about the same size. I expected the Lambda to actually be smaller, but I think that's just a misconception that most people have of that particular shuttle. The Xeta craft, on the other hand, the misconception that people have with that it would be bigger, and I don't think that it's going to be much bigger in practice, because all of these are meant to fit in the same areas, fly in the same cargo spaces in the Empire. So you wouldn't want them to be too much taller, but you just get the impression that it's so much bigger because of the way the wings are configured, I think. I completely came back and redid the wings on the Xeta, by the way. These things are super sweet looking. Got a bit of scuffed paint from use of thrusters. The actual wings of the Xeta contain some of the repulsor lifts, so they help allow it to fly when it's in the atmosphere. It's what does all the heavy lifting, so to speak. You guys saw this before, but with the new addition of the pipes, I was able to do something new and make it look like these light bars are attached to these T-pipes, and when it comes like that, come on, hit the button, there you go. I just put these other pipes up here just to match up, and now it looks nice and slick. Yay. Replace the wedges. I've been going around to my ships when I get chances now and putting these grates in place, and they look great. Same thing with the fence bits up here, the little glass bits they threw out. This vehicle actually does have more of a metallic like railing, so there you go. And for this vehicle, the complicated where it comes when the wings are concerned. So we'll just trigger that and we'll watch the wings do its thing. Yep, now this one is the perfected version. The wings drop all the way down into the appropriate position. Now the side of the wings there, this bit helps protect the cargo from space pirates and rebel scum. I made one of these and I basically made, I printed them up twice. I made the second one and then I moved where the docking block was. So I moved it from here on the other side. Is there anything to see? Yes, there is no docking block there. It is near, hooray! But you can also see a mistake that repeated on both sides there. Oh well, there you go. I could have put more stuff in there, but all the more stuff that you add is more weight added to the vessel, and I thought it was fine. I need to redo the turrets. Now, the way that this particular one was built is these wings were done with blocks, as you can see how these blocks are straight across here. That is because the turrets are going to be mounted on this surface and they need to have that flat rotation in order to spin. These guys over on the Lambda class, These are different as far as the way that they are meant to work or where they sit. These are attached to the meteor part, whereas the turrets are going to be attached to here and not to this, as I say, the meteor part. I don't know why. Alright, so let's go check out that Lambda. It came out really nice. I'm very, very happy with it. I need to come back and do something about that upper fin. I don't really like the detailing. I don't think I'm quite done with it, but the other thing that I need to fix as well is that this thing, the wings have gears that rotate around. I need to use a different color block first off, so that it doesn't match the rest of this, the standard armor, light standard armor. Yeah, that's what we used. I just don't like it. Also, it needs to be of a different height, so like a 3/4 block. That way it stands out and it has more of a gear-looking shadow, basically. These things, the reason why they're hanging down like that isn't because they're sad. I'll show you what they're supposed to look like. This is what is known as their neutral position. When pirates or whatever show up, those things will pop to life and target what it can. But let's go over here. This is the loading ramp walkway here. You can activate it with this. And again, we're using the light post trick where they just bleed through whatever surface. Pretty cool. If you're being chased by people, you can get up here and be like, Chewie, warm it up, we gotta get out of here. And then you just hit the button and it traps your feet in the floor quite effectively. If you get stuck in places like this, use your sit button. I have mine set to T because it's convenient. I don't know if it's the real button, but there you go. Check your controls. And T gets you out of most situations. You're going to get stuck a lot in this game. If you're new to this game, that's just part of the turf. Oh, let's shut this. It's like showing this underneath the skirt before we even get dinner. Alright, so this is the area. They're seating. Only 8 seating across. This thing, normally you would have, what was it, at least 16 people in here. At least 16! And maybe a row in between. When you guys were watching the build, there was a version of it that had seats in the middle. I took them out. It looks so much cleaner now. The kids have room to play. Little Billy has room to ride his tricycle around. It's great. This goes straight down and out. And of course, this is the rampway. We'll just keep it open. I like to let things air out. We seem to be in that gravity. Yeah, looks great. Okay. Into this now familiar room. This one, however, has cool displays. I mean, they're not that cool. They don't do anything. They just say, hey, this button does this, you idiot. And this button does that, you person of interest. Alright, so right now the wings are deployed. We know that because this yellow light is lit. So we're going to turn the wings off. Or undeploy them. Deploy? De-deploy? De-deploy. De-de-de-de-de-de-de. Is this thing missing something at the top there? No, it looks like it's lit, right? There's supposed to be beacons up there, and it looks like they are. Alright, so. Sit down for a second. Take a load off. I've been on my feet all day. Alright, so the guns now, their neutral position is upwards and at an angle. If you look at pictures of this vessel when it's landed, that is indeed the position those guns are supposed to be facing. The main weapons are mounted on the front here. These things can do okay bit of damage. They're chained to it's basically a beam cannon situation. They're tinted green for that Imperial green. What else does this thing do? What other bells and whistles? Well, it's got one of those lights that tell you when the cargo loading ramp's open. So let's shut that off. Shut this off. We got the power, location sector system. We have jump drive placed here, faction block, radar jammer, little speedometer here, mysterious green light. Alright, so let's get the mysterious green light working, and that is this button right here. It is deploying the featses, which is pretty awesome. It is a feature that took me quite a number of hours to work out right, and it drove me crazy. And I'm happy to say that it works. Alright, let's do this one more time here. Getting the timing so that the damn legs wouldn't get hung up on these hatches was the hardest part. Since we're in build mode, we'll just go through. It involved a little bit of delay timers. It also involved a rail detector, so that when the rail back here, with this we're looking at, this is what the landing gear is attached to. All of it is attached to this. And the rail, you know, is activated once it goes here. And so yeah, basically wires, lots and lots and lots of wires, but it all works. It makes it all work. I gotta fix this. Gotta come back and fix this. I don't know why I thought that was acceptable. Also, there is some stuff that I've actually tried working on already to fix. Let me see this. On here, I think these blocks have been added, but on this side, they have been added. Okay, what has not been added has not. Do they have? Yeah. See these little slab bits here? These guys right here make this heavier than the other side, because I'm pretty sure these, yeah, don't have it. So watch this. We're going to make sure that the feet are put away, right? Feet are away. The green light is out. Safe to do. We'll do this. Deploy the wings. One side is a little quicker than the other side. It's like me right now with my arms. Alright, so I got a bum shoulder that I'm healing up right now. I'm old, it happens, don't worry about it. So here you go. That is what the rear looks like. This thing, also if you take a look at this particular shuttle, the Lambda has a little turret that takes care of missiles and stuff in the back here. Both on the real one and in mine. Alright, since we are in the ghost mode of build mode, let's take a quick tour of our station, see if any of our neighbors have been doing anything. The other day, if you guys watched the video, I was talking to Evil. She has recently moved in. I wonder if we could figure out which of these pods is hers. She is parked over on the side here in her purple and black spotted monstrosity. This is nice though, I like it. It's weird. It's perfect. It's perfectly weird. It's pretty cool, in all seriousness. She's going to be doing stuff to the rooms, I imagine, once she gets a chance. Alright, Xeta said he did something to his room. Which room is his? 10? No, the UCC Darkcrier. UCC is Sven's. Has he done anything? It looks like it is stuck so far. Alright, this definitely looks like Xetas's been here. In fact, we'll go in through the front door. And it says Xetas's dock. Ooh, I like it. He's using the girders here. Stripped out all the walls. This is pretty cool. I like it. Medical stuff in case you need it. Places to sit. It's a very sort of public atmosphere. Like, hey, you know, guys, it's cool if you're here. You can come sit here anytime. I like how it's got this sort of atrium feel, actually. Pretty nifty. Nothing on his dock right now. He is not at home. That's how you can tell who's around and who's not because of what's parked where. Alright, something else that I've added to this station recently. I don't know if I mentioned it in the other video because I don't know what's in the other video because that last video was a bit of a nightmare since the sound did not render properly. Again, I apologize for that. It's not my normal level of quality. Some of these look like I need to come back and mess with them. They just look like French fries on a box, right? Look, it's a cupcake for your birthday. Alright, so this is a nozzle dock, basically. Mazel tov! No, it's a nozzle dock. You come up here with your ship that does the mining, and you plug in right here, and then it takes all the goodness into the box. And it sends it all the way up into the factory area, where you're supposed to send stuff. And it's pretty cool, you know, so if you're, like, doing, like, mining relays or something. This actually might be a lot of fun if there was some way to figure it out. Put like a bunch of cargo out here and have a couple of us do. Man, this sky looks so pretty. I'm sorry, I don't know why it just looks that extra like sparkly. There's elevators go all the way up. Haven't put the elevators in, but that's what those rails are for. These things themselves don't move, but that would be kind of badass. And then of course we have an antenna at the bottom because everyone needs antennas. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you tuning in and watching this episode of StarMade on the Star Squadron server. What do we have in store? Well, Dugamus and Anthros and Ilad, those guys all have ships that they've been building. They're building a little armada. Right now, what do we got? We got a bunch of cargo vessels. Good job, Jace. You're making cargo vessels. They're making war machines. You kicked the fire ant's nest, Jace. I had to say that first part twice. That's how serious it is. And now they're going to start building stuff and coming after you. So the next things that we need to start building is some weapons of war. And then we're going to put those out there. And I think what we're going to have to do is use those World War II blueprints that I made last season. Pick out the best of the best and see if we can make drone defenses and put those in some strategic places. Because the thing with that planet, even though we scripted part of the event where we got together and fought over the planet there, from here on in, it's real. So if Anthros gets over there and takes the planet when no one else is on the server, that's a victory for Armada. So we have to make sure we're watching each other's videos, making sure we're keeping track of what's happening, and the best way to do that is to be subscribed. Be subscribed to everyone in the Star Squadron, be subscribed to everyone on Armada, and you guys too will be in the know when something naughty goes down. And maybe you'll notice something that we don't. You have to let us know. Be our eyes and ears. If you could do that, that would be awesome. Team Squadron all the way, right? Well, apparently the game has crashed on us. It wouldn't be an episode of Star Squadron without the game crashing. So with that being said, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I love you all. If you're new around here, don't let this game crashing scare you off. You can try it out for free on Steam. It's a lot of fun. Also, same version that is free on Steam is the same version I'm playing for now, and I paid for mine. You guys are lucky. Get in on that stuff. Add it to your games library. Also, if you are new around here, be sure to subscribe, check out my playlist, see what stuff I've been putting out over the past 3 years of my channel. I've been playing a lot of StarMade, so if you want to know how to play this game, this is a good place to be. Love you guys. I will see you next time.